it's Guido. It's Monday, and it's time for some miserable Monday content. Something a bit different today, though. We're featuring the TL7, which has been a 100 battle series of miserable Mondays. I finished my 100 battles with it at a 35% win rate, which should not be possible in a 100 battle. Well, it's very improbable in 100 battles based on my relative skill set and ability in the game. Honestly, you should be able to load in and sit at cap and win about 40%. So I managed to make enough bad decisions and have enough bad gameplay and enough bad luck that I was able to defeat the just sit there and win 40% plan by 5%. So that was awesome. So I got to 88 battles with it, and it was sub 40%. I had a little run where I thought I might actually give up above 40, and then it dove right back down. When I got to 88 battles, I looked at the whole situation and said, this is dumb. And if I try for another 12 battles to do the things I've been doing, there appears to be no end in sight to the bad gameplay. So I decided that, well, first I got triggered. And I'll show you, this is the battle where I was triggered, and I said I'm going to YOLO. And then as I drove forward, I said, well, I'm going to YOLO with a purpose. I'm going to go to the north of the tracks, and I'm going to try to sneak in behind them. Maybe nobody will be on the hill. Maybe there won't be anybody camping in the back. So the intent here is I'm going to try to sneak into this position at about B1. All right. The likelihood of that is about as high as you're about to see. About as high as you're about to see. What happens is they send a multitude of tanks back here. First I get lit by I don't know who. We have a Foch B. I don't know. Sure. Yeah. A bat chat and an object. That is no surprise, to be quite honest, right there. And watch the amount of damage I bounce. I actually bounced 1,100 and now 1,500. We're trying to get there, fellas. We're trying to get to that position, and
We're dead for it. Everyone get out.
Okay, so obviously a extremely low probability of success maneuver. So I paused there and I said, all right, I can't do that for 12 battles. I can't do that to my teams for 12 battles. But then I considered the fact that I have essentially been doing that to my team for 88 battles, now 89, because I'm rocking a 35% win rate. So this result is essentially about as good as any result that I got beforehand. Well, that's not true because I didn't do any damage, but I did bounce 1,500. I don't know. So I reassessed and I said, let's take a look at a different way to go about this last 11 battles. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to places on the maps I don't ever go. I'm going to do the exact opposite of what I think I really should be doing. So we lost this one. The end result of the last 12 battles is 5 wins and 7 losses. If you take this one out, it's 5 wins and 6 losses, which is a screamingly better result than 35% had been. Let's go take a look at some of those. So the 89th battle, I guess, or maybe the 90th. I can't do the math, but anyway, I had 11 battles left.
Time to roll out.
We get on Empire's border here. Empire's border Dorf. I generally go down to the southwest and try to fight in what I consider to be the critical part of the map. Really, the game, in my opinion, is won mostly down there, but that hasn't been working. Like I said, what I've been doing in the TL7 has been a complete and utter failure, so clearly I've got to do something different. So I decide to go north. Why not? Now, I am trying to play this smarter. That last one was obviously not very smart, but I am trying to legitimately play these weird positions that I'm going to. Now, this is not necessarily a weird position to a lot of you. There's a lot of people who go to the north. I just find it to be kind of a sideshow. It doesn't necessarily win or lose, in my opinion, the whole map. It can at times. Every time I say something like that, I'm not talking about every single game, right? It's not an analog on or off. It's just I find that the southwest wins more than over here in the north. We're just going to speed this up. I come up here and actually find, I don't remember what it is. There we go. We find this guy. We miss. We hit him. We shoot at him, we bounce, and I'm going to bail. Right? Because let's not be completely stupid. I'm not trying to just throw the tank away. But there's nobody else here with me. So we're going to bail out of here. And I head on down to the middle. My intention was to run back to Cap and hide. Because we're being pushed. And we don't get pushed. And it looks like the southeast or southwest is doing really well. So I'm going to move back to the mid-aisle. Head off this way, knock some things down. We'll head up here. We find the Patton. Hope someone else finds a Patton. So we'll move up to the middle. Right up here. See if we can't. Surprise, surprise. The Patton and the Iron Arnie. They get lit by the Iron Arnie. The 5-1 comes back. The Indian Panzer has scared them away. I don't know. Maybe they saw the RHM and the PZ over there, the WT. But I'm not really sure what's happening in this case. But we'll just fight in the middle. And it looks like our guys down in the bottom are doing well. We start punishing this guy. We get him once, twice, 3 times a lady, and 4 just for good measure. Down he goes. We'll go ahead and follow these guys. And it's a romple, right? So, honestly, I got 1,500 damage. I went north. The win is happening down. Did it matter what I did in this game? No, we've got another TL7 game where it just doesn't matter what I'm doing. So we're going to cruise really fast around the corner. I don't know if I even get another shot. Let's find out. Well, it's making me dizzy. I do not, actually. I think I might get one more shot in here, potentially, but it doesn't matter. All right, let's go on to the next one. This one was kind of funny, and for reference, all of these games are right in a row. I played them back to back to back, so you're seeing a session of 12 games where and they weren't necessarily okay, easy. They weren't necessarily time-wise in a row, but there were no games in between these that I played other tanks. All right, so we load into Highway Dorf, and I look at this and go, well, there's not a lot of places I don't necessarily go on this map. I often go to the city and try to help the heavies win. I do sometimes go to the northwest. I don't cross very much anymore. It's a little bit hard to do. Sometimes, especially with TDs, I'll hang out here in the village, but I'm like, well, whatever. Here's a place I never go. Look at this nice forest down here. It looks like a very comfy forest, a very snuggly forest, a place perhaps you could hide in the bushes in your TD. And we're just going to lock down the middle of this map where nobody goes. I don't know. Let's see what happens. We'll just zoom it up a little bit more speed on the replay, and check this out, what happens here. We're hanging out. GF is looking around. Now, honestly, there is a little bit of method to the madness here. All kidding aside, it's kind of a silly place. Some people do go there, not very often. But if you get someone lit up here, it's a great spot because you can tear them up when they're hanging out on this hill up by the bridge trying to get shots. And it turns out, something I didn't know, that guy. Now, the bridge is kind of in the way. But what a great spot for shots on that fella. Hit him a couple times. You got to work around the bridge a little bit, and holy cow. All right, sure. And we find this guy. Oh, no, no damage. We do get a crit. We do get a crit. 338 assists. That was from the Scorpion G. Char's moving around. That's kind of what I'm talking about. Although I don't have a shot because he's on the other side of the ridge right there. That's the general position, though he is also moving into the city. Things are going pretty good. We'll just speed this up. Got the even 90 moving around. We'll timestamp forward on these. But watch what happens in this game. I'm sitting here, right? I've got my 812, my 338 assist. Gee whiz. I've helped kill one Scorpion. Time forward a couple times. Look at this. It's now 5-2. And the romple's on. And I'm on the move with my 812 damage that I did a while ago. My 338 assist. I do find him. And he finds me. He's going to thump me, but I light him on fire. And just like that, we've cranked it up to 1600, which is nice. Timestamp forward, and, you know, the romple's on. Got my 1 kill. Put some damage into the Scorpion, into the WZ. And I believe I get to kill the Artie. Just come on over here. Oh, there he is. Look at that. We'll just come in and whack. And whack. The poor Artie player is busily moving his mouse, attempting to hit the Artie view and what he wants to do and try to get a shot off. We won. Did it have anything to do with me? Not really. At least I got 2,000 damage out of it and 875 assist. So for the next one, here we are on, I believe it's D-Day or whatever it's called, Overlord. When I loaded in here, I thought, all right, I usually go to the middle here in the bowl. I might sit back here on the TD spot sometimes, or if I'm in the south spawn, back in these TD spots. The beach, I thought initially I might go to the beach, but I do go to the beach on occasion, and it's not that uncommon of a spot. So I'm looking for something like a different spot, potentially. And I'm thinking about right along these, behind this bunker, or maybe in this dip. Because I see people playing these spots. I just never play them myself. Feels like you kind of get trapped, but that's where I decided to go. So we'll take the TL7 down here. We'll kind of move around behind this rock. I know that potentially I could get spotted here. There is some low ground, more or less, that I can sneak through over. And all right, great, we made it. So we got to the bunker. We're hanging out in the bunker. What do we got? We got some guys down low. And I'm sort of looking at that little low spot right in front of me here. I think I can get into that. Now, it is vulnerable to Arty, unfortunately, but if they push my AE Phase 1, I might actually get some shots on those guys there. We're just kind of hanging out. We'll just timestamp forward. All right, I got into this spot. I was hoping the AE was going to get pushed. Unfortunately, he does not. There's an IS-22 down there. By the way, guys, you can actually get off of this hill fairly safely right through here. Kind of skid your way down. Got to be careful, but it can be done. Unlike the sheer cliffs right there where you fall off. So I'm trying to get shots. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about here. I thought he might come, but he doesn't. So just watch this game, guys. Also, look at the mini map. Kind of, especially look back towards where our spawn is. Yeah, that was very helpful. We'll come over here. Trying to get some shots maybe on the E50. Things are looking okay. We're kind of holding on, although notice we are 5,000 hit points down. Here comes the E50. I'm going to try to get shots. No. He actually charged me, and then I ran away. So the E50 charged me. We're just starting to lose. I've got the 110 E3 here. I'm trying not to get killed. I got 754 damage. That guy's right there. There's a guy up above us. Boom, he gets another piece of me. Here comes this dude. He's charging. I'm going to try to get away. That guy comes around and boom. We're just going to do this. And you notice we've got a Ho-Ri and a CS59 AFK. Although that guy just moved. Is that a bot? Is he just reacting? Don't know. Interesting. I just saw the gun move on that. Lost. Rompel the other way. Didn't matter what I did. Next one we had was Ensk, and I don't usually work the middle. I see people sit here, often go down the tracks, especially on this side. I'm going to pop out here so we can't get a shot, and we don't. We'll just timestamp forward, because what ends up happening here, I do take a hit from the EBR who's sitting in the middle. Notice that our heavies are doing okay, and just look at the mini-map. We have really wrapped around down here in the southeast, so we've got them cornered pretty well. This is starting to open up this middle for me just a little bit. Let's just go ahead and I take a couple shots there. There we go. That's what I'm talking about, right? The EBR's gone. It's a fairly even fight right now, but we have them all trapped in one corner of the map, and that gives us a lot of crossfire opportunities right here. Additionally, they don't have anybody in the middle here, keeping me honest, so that allows me to sort of drive in here. I have 2 shells, and I'm thinking that E100 is not really expecting it. Nobody expects the old TL7 in the middle trick. But 2 shots into him. I really wish I'd gone. Excuse me. I really wish I'd have run forward instead of backwards, because I needed to be one closer there. The M4 gets beat up, and I'm on a long reload, so we'll just timestamp forward, waiting for the reload. We come back around here. We pop a couple guys. We're up to... Actually, we don't pop anybody. There was nobody to shoot. 736, and now Rompel going the other way. Bit of a rush shot. That doesn't go into his weak spot. Then we get rid of him, so that works out. Go ahead and fast forward just a bit. We'll come in here and start working on these fellers. Kind of even game, but they're in a really bad position. In fact, they're a little bit ahead. Now we're 1 ahead. Come in here, whack that dude. Unfortunately on a reload. Waiting for opportunities here. Finally getting reloaded. We'll come here, we'll hit a building. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Make a runner. And they die. 2,208. So that was interesting. That I definitely had a little bit more to do with things going well for the team. I think that middle position there, although it's not one I use, can be useful, especially in that situation where I was starting to get the crossfire. If your team does not, if your team hasn't done anything in the field, be careful with that move because guys can come back and start shooting down the lane right there. But they had nobody there, and we'd wrapped around, so that one ended up working out. The next game is Fisherman's Bay Dorf. I generally go both sides. I mean, I can go heavy over on the east side. I can go TD, light, medium over on the west side. I do work the middle on occasion. I used to do that a lot more before they changed it. I don't like it as much up there anymore. But where I don't typically go, is the west side of the middle village up here. So I decided to give that a shot. We're just going to drive right up here. It ends up working out, actually. And I kind of thought maybe it would work out for a win, but we end up losing this because we sort of bleed. And the reason is the guys keep pushing on the flank that wins over in the west. Now the danger here is a couple things. You can be shot from across over there. There's not a whole lot of cover here. If I back up to avoid being shot from that direction, I can be shot in the butt from guys in the middle. But it turns out the enemy team's not really there. I want the 432 to go away. If the 432 can be killed, and it looks like the E50's pushing them, then I have some opportunities to move up. So we'll just timestamp forward. And I moved right up to here. Take a look at, just show you what I'm doing. I was back here, and once the 432 died, and I saw the E50 crossing and making sure there's nobody up here, I just drove across this street, and it doesn't look like there's much over this way either, although there's a char footer. And I found the ELC, and he was sitting in this bush right here. So I thumped him, nearly got him dead. 385. He's taking shots. He's going to have to try to run away here in a moment. Now the E50, our ELC, and our Senlock are going to make a huge mistake right here. I really should have shot, I think, the... oh, he went away. I think I might have had a shot on that Scorpion. I miss him. We'll back out. He's running again. See if we can kill him here. There we go. Nice. And unfortunately, what happens is the even 90, the Senlock, and the E50 all push in. Eventually, the Mark II pushes in, I think, and they die over there. And that sucks, because it looks like we built a nice little advantage right here. We'll just timestamp forward, but look at them. They just keep going in there. And the CC Mark I and the E50 are just sitting there fighting these guys. We don't really have the advantage we need. We're still busy down here in the city, and unfortunately, we end up losing it. So it was not a bad. Look at this. We're up 5-3. Everything's looking really nice, but we lose the game. Unfortunately, just a slow bleed. As these two guys, the lights dying hurt us because that was bad. But these two guys die. These guys in the middle die. Everyone kind of tries to push in here, and they tear us up. That's unfortunate. Next battle is here on Himmel's Abbey Dorf. I actually go to the middle on this. I fight east and west depending on the tank. Sometimes I go middle, so there wasn't a really good choice on this of some clever place that I rarely go to. But I do rarely fight in the middle. So we're going to go initially over here. I tried to get a shot, didn't quite get it. And so I decided to cross over to this spot. And what I'm looking to do, I want to maybe catch this guy if I get lucky. I miss him, unfortunately, with a bit of a terrible shot. I'd like to drive by the KPZ, so if I can get a timed situation here where he shoots and I can make a move. There we go. Not quite yet. I need to wait and see for the next shot, I think is what happens here. I believe he gets a shot on me, though, as I cross. Yeah, he's going to hit me anyway, I think. That's unfortunate. All right, that was a Udez. So there was another medium there I didn't know about. So we're going to try to put a shot on this guy. There we go. And this dude's there. That sucks. 1375, so I drive him off the hill. That'll work. We'll go ahead and speed this up. I hit C to get the reload. And now what I want to do is get up top here if I can. Slow that down. We'll just timestamp it forward. I'm trying to deal with this 71. If I can kill him, that'd be great. He's not there. Alright, so we'll come back this way. Notice that the 8-9 line's getting pushed. So I want to cross back over here and see if we can get a shot. This spot is easily spotted from there, especially if you shoot. That's unfortunate. One there. I got spotted. That's going to suck. We'll shoot one more. Oh, can I get away? Oh, geez, I got tracked. Very lucky there, to be honest. Very lucky. So now we're going to get a reload. I was a little bit worried the T-71 might sneak in and gank me, but it looks like he bailed off as well. So he ran away. Timestamp before we get reloaded. We're watching the cap. Looking for an opportunity to maybe shoot one of these guys. He's not there. I get a shot off. We're at 1100 damage, 1100 assist. That's going to hit the ground, unfortunately. Aimed right into the ground. KB3 here doing KB3 things. Hanging out. There you go. That'll work. He's tracked and hit. Someone else nukes him. We're up to 1500 and 1300 assist. And the win is on its way, right? Things are looking good. This probably had something to do with my positioning and the place I played. We kept them out of the middle at least. Not a situation I generally go to, or a place I generally go to. Waiting for the reload. We're going to jump on this UDES 16. I have the SMB with me. Try to get, there we go, we slap him. I'm worried about the KPZ maybe pushing me. There he is. I need to get, oh, he hit me. Yep, I should have gone earlier. Hit him one more time. Somebody else gets the kill, but we're up to 2600 damage. Leopard PTA on the cap. Believe we get these guys dead here. There's the Skirta. And I'm going to come around here and we will find him. So the Hellcat's sitting there. We'll put one shot on him. He hits me. Sneak another one even though he ammo racks me. Not a bad one there. That's 3,704, 1,375. And honestly, that is not a very non-standard play, right? The middle. I just don't tend to go there very much. It worked out for me. I was able to farm quite a bit of damage. I was able to react to the south side when they started to push because they won the 8-9 line. So that was helpful for the team. Able to keep them out of the middle so they didn't have Overwatch on everything, and that one ends up being a win. Next game is here on Himmel's Outpost. I decided to go to the middle. I almost never push the middle. And I don't YOLO because I'm so far behind and so slow. I don't know what this IS-7's doing. This doesn't go well. This game goes very poorly. The M51 is headed up there. He's trying to maybe make a move. The Hawk gets slapped. I'm reloaded just about. I see the Mars making a move, and then I see the M51, so we're going to take an opportunity to make... Oh, no, that sucks. Already tracks him. Poor guy. I slap him again. We'll hit him again. Already gets a piece of me. I just stabbed that out there, even though I've got the... I probably should have hit 5 before I shot. I might have got one more shot on the pattern. So I don't get to the middle. My plan was to go here and see if I could maybe make a push to the middle. But pretty quickly, what you're going to see is the... Well, actually, I find the CDC. I don't know what this guy's doing, but this is a nice opportunity. And unfortunately, I don't wait till I'm fully loaded. Or fully zoomed, sorry. Not loaded. And that's unfortunate. We don't quite get the kill. I'll back out so I don't give somebody a free shot back there. Pretty quickly, you're going to see the north side. We're just going to time forward here. I try to take some shots off these guys. I don't want to go too far. We find a shot on him. It's going pretty well. I mean, 1,800 damage. At least we're slowing him down. It's not a loss yet. Pretty quickly it will be. I'm trying to find out when I'm going to get lit again because something very horrible is about to happen. Something very Monday-esque. Didn't kill him. That is so painful. What I don't notice right now in the game is this guy. This FV is trolling around in the middle. Our IS-7 went here. Our heavies are getting destroyed. There goes the 110E4, but just let's see here. Pretty quickly now. See if I take a shot here. Nope, there it is. Let's back up. You'll get to see it. You've already seen it. If you saw it, you may have seen it. If you saw it, you may have seen it. I don't know. There. Yeah, that's cool. Cool. All right, we'll just back out. No worries, man. No worries. All good. Not a care in the world, right? Not a care. Oh, there's a care. there's a care. 1,058. We lose this battle. I don't know. Go the middle. Go back to the TD place and camp like everyone does. Lose. Himmelsdorf. Himmels. Let's go to the tracks. Whatever. Can't be any worse than what I have been doing. Generally, I go to the hill. This is probably one of the dumbest Himmelsdorf wins I've seen in a long time. I don't know what our E100 is doing. He goes to the middle. We have some guys going up the hill. I don't reload in time. It would have been really nice to punish the RHM. The T49 ends up beating him. I'm going to timestamp forward because look at our T95s right behind me here. They're on a mission. And they're not platooned. They're just hanging out together. We'll timestamp for it. I feel like I can move up. I'm looking for maybe shots up there. That's what I'd like to do. I can see that we're winning the tracks for whatever that's worth. Things are looking okay right now. I'm not going to see any shots on these guys. Again, here goes the T95s. We'll timestamp forward. I'm trying to get shots on this WT that's hanging out. I'll back up a little bit. Not really sure where he is. The standard B goes in to gank that guy. We'll head over this way. I think I'd take a hasty shot here that doesn't... No, maybe I didn't. And look at this, is just insane, right? It's fairly even, but they've won the hill. They've won the hill, and we're all over here, and they're up on the hill, and it's honestly looking like they're in better shape in terms of tanks. It is 4-5. I'm just going to cross with the STB here, and I'm following up the T95 King Rommel. You always know that name is going to be attached to a really good player. 100%. The other T95 has moved into the middle. Got a char footer over there. I don't know. I'm just driving to the cap. Oh, geez. There's this guy. That works. And I get attacked by the Arty. Puts another shot on me. Another shot on me. They're pushing up on the Arty. I'm thinking about going and killing him, but the T95 gets him. And now it's just shenanigans, guys. It's just shenanigans. They have the hill. There's a few guys down here. That T95's got him clogged up. They're about to finish him off. We'll speed this thing up. I'm just waiting for a reload right here. And watch what our Arty does. I don't know. The E100's over there. He's probably shooting across at the CC Mark II. I'm not really sure which way to go. I'm still reloading, though, so I don't want anybody to know I'm really here. Oh, found this guy. We'll shoot him. He shoots me. Bounce, and then a kill. Very nice. All right, that's one of them. That's one of them. STB's running around. They still have a 110E5. There's a Sturv right there. I have one shell. We'll speed this up. Alright, Sturv's dead. Down goes the Mark II. Hey, it's looking good, actually. It's looking really good. The 110E5. I'm not really sure why the standard didn't just drive around and kill him. Unless he's worried that maybe the char is with him. And that's probably a good worry, because I believe the char is with him. I got lit, but I think that was actually their Arty, because he shows up behind us, I think. Yeah, it's a little bit silly. Here comes our E100 finally. Here comes both our Artys. This is fantastic finish, Arty-wise, though. So watch these guys. Here comes the T92 and the 53-55. The STB is there. Okay, both these guys are here, so let's just come out and take a shot at him. They're prioritizing the STB. And all of a sudden, things aren't looking fantastic. Down goes our STB. The standard B is what they prioritized. Then our STB dies. Not good. So look at the Arty. Look at the 53, 55 taking up position if that guy comes around the corner. And finally, the big beef gets in there. The E100. He thumps somebody. The 110 comes around. All right, so he actually... I missed that shot. He actually resets us. I see this dude. I'm just going to kill him. It'll take me 2 shots to do it. So I'm on a reload now. And the 110E5. Now here comes... Somebody jumps off or maybe got reset. So this is fantastic. The guy takes a shot. Look at this. Here comes the T92. Nice. So that was a decent game. 2 kills, 2,069. And even though I didn't go to the hill, probably had some decent amount to do with the win right there. Opportunity cost, though. What if I had been on the hill? I don't know. I think I die up there because based on what happened to the team. Maybe I helped turn it around up there. I don't know. The E100 was down on the bottom. Their 110 went up top. Don't know. That one makes you think. All right, this time we're on Cliff, and I go the 1-2 line. I mean, I don't know. I see people do it all the time. We're going to bounce that shot. I sit there for a while. I get some shots. This game gets really close. We're just going to timestamp fast forward here. And it looked like we were in pretty good shape for a long time, hanging out down here. I actually find the ELC and kill him. He makes a bad move. We're coming up here. Working it. Check it out. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty on lots of reloads. Trying to figure out how to kill these guys. Very nice. I actually go up the hill, I think, on this one eventually. Looking for the 140. We'll go up with the KPZ. We get the 140 dead. And look at this. It is 4-2. 4-2. This becomes... Do we lose? I think we lose. It might be a draw. It might be a draw. But what I wanted to show you was This thing just really, it's difficult to maneuver. It can't get out of its own way, this 263. We find him, but we can't get him dead. Now I change over here. I figure he's going to be down here. Now this is just so painful for me to watch. I got 4 shells. I can take a hit, right? Can take 1 hit. All I need to do is get around the side of this Object 263. But watch how this goes down right here. Here he comes. He turns at me. I'm not even really thinking. I'm like, oh, okay. Oh my God, he got me. And oh no, no, no. Gets a ram kill on me, man. Holy cow. Absolute win coming up. All I needed to do was just get around the guy and put 2 shells into his side. I even had a shell to spare. What I really should have done with the first one was try to track him. And then he probably would have fixed it, and then I could have put another one in to track him. But I took a hasty shot moving in, thought I could just dodge around him. He had enough speed and maneuverability. I had not enough maneuverability, and I died. Second to last one, we'll quickly do this because I just wanted to show you the difficulties I was having with the decision making on the reload process. We are here on Himmel's Westfield Dorf. My decision was to go down to the southeast where I complain about a lot of people sitting doing a whole lot of nothing. We're kind of losing, as you can see, 3-6. The north is not doing well at all. I'm going to come in here. I'm not really noticing how the north is doing because right now I'm doing this. I just hit him once for 425, and I actually ammo racked the guy right here. Boom, we get 1,073. Holy cow. That's awesome. All right, so we're at 1,700 damage. Now watch what I do because I'm not really paying attention here. I'm looking at that. I hit C, and right, I guess it's not so much paying attention, but right, oh man, right? So I had 2 shells, and I no kidding could have put 2 shells. I'm going to actually look at him too because I see him right there. That's when I notice it. So I guess he wasn't lit when I hit C, but the question is, it's the same question I've been having with this thing the whole time. I took those 2 shots. I had 2 shells left. All right, do I wait for a couple potatoes and maybe get a shot, or do I hit C and get my full reload back? And then there's 800 hit points. Now, I don't think I would have closed them out because I only have, what, 320, I think, or some such thing here. 360. So it would have been close. A couple significant high rolls, and maybe we get rid of this guy, but we certainly hurt him enough. Maybe we hurt him enough that it would entice the M41 Bulldog to finish him off. The issue here, then, is the Bulldog just sits there. I'm thinking, come on, man. So this guy disappears, but the Bulldog's not doing anything to get him lit. And we end up losing this battle. And now for the grand finale on this miserable Monday, the most miserable tank so far that I have taken to 100 battles, the TL7. We are on Safe Haven, Dorf. You know, one of the things that I haven't done yet in this 12 battle series, and one thing I see people do quite a bit, is the old Camperino in the corner. So I say to myself, what better map than Safe Haven? Is it Safe Haven? Safe Haven. Then what better map than Safe Haven to do the hard Camperino corner camp? Because there's 2 spots on this, on both spawns. One in the northeast, one in the northwest, with a bush and a Camperino spot where your TD can sit there and be nearly completely useless. Now, I'm going to go explore this side because I'm wondering if there's any shots. Honestly, I never play back here. I'm wondering if there's any shots back into the north part where they can cross. And occasionally you get somebody pushing across there, and I'm thinking to myself, can we make this happen? Is there a shot here? Now, I don't know if you noticed it already. Maybe you did. I'm top tier. We're tier 9s. There's, what, 5, 6, 7 tier 9s or so, and 8 tier 8s. So at least one of our 9s, me, is sitting back in the corner. But, you know, I'm exploring lanes of fire that I've never explored before. And honestly, I'm at 35% win rate. It really doesn't feel like it matters. Now, people are complaining. Heavies went bunker. No heavies went bunker. There's a lot of chirping about what we're doing. I'm thinking, hey, can I get up here and get shots? No, that thing's in the way. That's not possible. Oh, look at this Lorraine. Old Whitma. I'm assuming that means a Whitman. I don't think there could have been a better
We didn't penetrate
ending
their armor.
to my journey with the TL7 35% overall win rate 100 battle challenge than this particular battle. As I sit here right next to another tier 9, this one a heavy, an attempt to snipe at these guys. I was really wishing that CC would move just a little bit forward. Here I am sitting on that one shell, right? That's what I was talking about a little while ago. Sitting on that one shell, at least that time I got the shot off. And hanging out, trying to get shots. We'll just timestamp forward. You will notice that because myself and the Lorraine are not up front getting things done, 2 of our top tier tanks camping in the back, that things are progressively getting worse and worse. I actually made a bit of a move here, thinking about maybe trying to get an angle on the CC, but it didn't work, so I pretty quickly head back to my sniper position. And we are slowly bleeding out, much like the rest of this Miserable Monday video. Naturally, I would not have any shells while that guy comes out into the open. I am going to move here, though, because I don't want to catch a shot that's going after him, just because I happen to be sitting there. Pretty quickly, I am going to get... There are going to be some blind shots in here. Don't quite get him dead. That would have been super nice. Didn't work. On a reload again. We're at 768 whole damage, fellas. You know, this is just... For those of you who go to spots like this, if maybe you're watching this video, this is a great example. And this whole series of going to kind of the secondary spots or the camping spots or whatever, these are very passive, largely useless spots in terms of creating an early advantage. Now, sometimes your team can beat them up enough that you can have a good result or even a win by holding off the last remnants. Wow, that's 3 in a row. Unusual. So sometimes that can work, but generally what you've done is, despite getting some damage, and maybe even in this case like I do, some pretty good damage eventually. Watch this. I come out here. He shoots once. This is fantastic. He shoots once. So what happened is I went out and he got lit, right? He knows there's 2 guys in here. So he got lit. Once his light bulb light went off, he shot into the bush going, well, I know that's where that guy is. And so I knew that. And I thought, well, he won't do it twice, will he? No problem. Just come out here and... no, he will do it twice, folks. He will do it twice. I eat that shot as well. That's great. We'll just timestamp because it's all going pear-shaped at this point. That's never going through that guy. He misses, thank goodness. I take another hasty shot trying to get to the side. Nothing happening. Lots of bouncy bounce. People are mad. 50 T-bot, heavy back line. He's mad. Everyone's mad. Oh, wait. Let's see what happens here. Pantera's coming in. I have 1,700 damage. So this ends up being, by the time this is over, a 3,000 damage game. But to what end, right? Shots on him. Shots on him. I'm trying to Olay. I don't quite... I mean, honestly, guys, was this the same guy? I wonder if it's the same guy. Because it's 2 games back to back, right? The second time I got rammed by 263 in 2 games. And thank goodness he didn't quite kill me. I had enough hit points this time. He did 379. He thumped me pretty good. I didn't do anything to him. Did I? No. I did nothing. I did no damage to him. I guess that's a crit that I did to him and that's it. I don't know. Now I'm going to try to back up and maybe ram the 263, and I'm going to get sandwiched by that guy, but I get a kill! Alright. I mean, perfect. Absolutely spectacularly perfect ending to my efforts in the CC Mark 1. That is exactly how it went. 35% win rate. Generally doing pretty decent damage. If you look at the average damage, it's a little bit over 2,000. That's ballpark where most of my tier 9 TDs are. Maybe a little bit higher than that. But that does not support a 35% win rate, man. So absolutely epically difficult tank for me to win in. I wonder if that's the same guy. I'm going to go check. It might be. But while I go check, you guys have a fantastic rest of your Monday. And I hope I hope from the bottom of my heart that you never have to play a tank as long as 100 battles with a 35% win rate like I did with the TL7. A tank I don't think I will ever play again in my entire World of Tanks career. When I look at it, I honestly cannot understand what happened. I don't know. And even though I was doing weird things, I actually did better doing weird things with the tank. 5 wins, 6 losses is epically better than the 35% preceding it. Wow. All right, there you go. That's the end of that. And I am glad to see the TL7 in my rear view mirror probably go down in history as the worst tank of my 100 battle challenge. I don't know how it could get worse. I know I'm waxing poetic, not poetic necessarily, but I'm going on. I'm rambling. Let's call it what it is. I'm rambling about it. But I'm not sure I could try to do that poorly. If I was actually trying to do that poorly, I don't think I could get that poor of a result. I really don't. All right, that's all I've got. Have a good one. We will see you.